Oh, we're live.
We're live. Yeah.
I
There's
wonder, so can I go on LinkedIn
yeah,
while I have this up?
you
Didn't you
can go
say
on
it,
LinkedIn.
didn't you
So
say it really messes it up?
the thing is, how fast is your internet connection?
Oh, I've never really had a problem with it.
Because the thing is, the only time I've ever had an issue with my internet connection is when I go live.
I see us live.
We're
Holy
live. Yeah,
crap.
it's real.
Okay, okay, okay. So, man, I think I don't know if you saw the caption for the description for
No,
the
I'm waiting for
live.
it to pop up on my phone.
Well, you might find it funny. It said something along the lines of, first ever, you know, my first ever LinkedIn Live featuring the nicest guy in the world. Dot dot
Oh,
dot. Janayad.
oh,
There.
that's a good one. You know what I actually do? So, okay, now I see it. So what I actually do is I actually go edit the headline after and I tag because you can't tag while doing the headline. So
Oh.
that's what I usually do.
All right, that's what I'm actually going to go do right now.
Yes.
So you're the master of these LinkedIn lives, by the way.
You know, it's
Like,
funny. There was an article on LinkedIn Live. Did you see? It was like Brian Shulman was featured and all that stuff. And I was like, I can't take this article seriously. I'm not on it.
yeah,
But it was a
I
good
know
article.
for real. Like, I have my like experts. I'm tagging you right now, by the
Yeah.
way. I have my experts in like every area of my life.
Yeah.
Like when I was, when I started doing those LinkedIn locals,
Yeah.
I looked to somebody like Patrick Ward,
Okay.
who
Yeah.
is
He's active
very,
on that.
yeah, he's involved with LinkedIn Local LA, and I'm like, and it looks like a really cool event. And I said, I want to learn
Yeah.
from this guy, and now with LinkedIn Live, I'm like, oh, I want to learn from this guy,
You know how many
Janayat,
people have been asking me like how do I do it? How do I do like
Yeah.
this and that? And so it's like okay, good. I'll be a LinkedIn Live expert.
Now, what I got to do, I want to learn how to like not treat this like a podcast interview. I want this,
Yeah,
I
no,
don't
of
want this to be
course.
formal because, like, look, before a podcast interview, I get a little anxious,
Yeah,
a
yeah.
little, I get this performance anxiety,
Yeah.
but like, and I really don't want that to happen with
You know
this.
what
And
I
I don't even want to have it like on the schedule. I
Yeah,
want it to
no.
be on a whim.
Yeah, yeah. You know what's funny? You know what I think? Hey, let's just say hi to people in the comments. Spencer
Oh,
asked, which third-party live stream vendor are you using? We're using StreamYard. Someone
how do I see comments
So
here?
you have to. I'm on the app, so you can do it on your phone app. Go on LinkedIn and go on that, or you
You
can have a. Yeah, I would
you can't
recommend
see
that.
them come through in this dashboard here.
No, it
Dude,
sucks.
that's a
So that's the
big
only that.
flaw.
So everybody who uses it uses two devices. So
Okay.
I tell people you need two. If you do it on the phone, you need two phones. And then the thing is, I have a multi-monitor setup, so I have the comments there. But I also like seeing it how it comes on the
Yeah,
phone.
yeah.
So we
Oh,
have
Heather
47
stopped
viewers.
by. Hi,
Yeah,
Heather. She's very nice. She's very kind. She left me a
yeah, she's
podcast
good.
review the other day.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
she's awesome.
I'm looking at us. Now I
Yeah,
gotta
you
turn
got.
this off.
Yeah, yeah.
I
It's a
accidentally clicked the video.
no. It's a 20-second delay. It's like 20-30 seconds.
I know,
So
it's trippy. That's
yeah,
when like when we're on live on your LinkedIn
yeah,
live, I would go sometimes I would go to LinkedIn and see it and I was like completely
yeah,
like
yeah.
delayed. It was a trippy
And it's the
thing.
weirdest thing seeing you 30 seconds ago. I find it so weird.
Yeah.
But
How do you like, dude, how do you run these things? Like do you just not give a damn? Like
no,
do you,
honestly,
you don't think too much about the conversation, do you? Like there's no
no,
structure.
no. You know what? So you know Jillian, the one who sings,
Yeah, yeah, you were on with
dude.
her yesterday.
I had her, and I totally forgot to ask her to sing because the
Yeah,
conversation just went.
yeah.
That's how it went. And you know what I like my goal with my lives is to have a conversation on a couch. That's my goal.
Yeah.
Just like a real conversation. Because look, if it some I've gotten feedback from some people who are like, "Oh, you should do this. You shouldn't go off topic." But it's like I have the podcast for that. The podcast is meant to be a structured environment,
For
right?
sure.
And I think live, what a lot of people get, like some people have asked me, "Hey, I'm gonna go speak at this event. Can you film me live?" And I was like, the thing about live that people don't get is the user experience, the user interaction, and you can't just do an event live because there's no interaction. If I'd rather just watch it on YouTube, right? Because
Yeah.
right, so I think that's kind of the structure I go. Just have fun with it. And I think you have a lot of structure for your podcast. I would say
Yeah.
release another side of you on the lives. That's what I'd recommend.
Well, that actually brings up For that James Altucher
Yeah,
interview in New York City that you were at for like,
yeah,
there was the live audience. I wanted to. Someone actually mentioned in the comments because I was hyping it up like,
yeah,
the month beforehand. Someone mentioned in the comments like, "Is this going to be live streamed?" And I'm like, "Oh my god, I wish I knew how." Like, I didn't even have
yeah,
link. I
yeah,
didn't
yeah,
even have LinkedIn Live, and it takes
yeah,
months.
yeah,
I think I applied for this like 2 months ago.
yeah, yeah.
I woke up with it today. Just kind of, I didn't even get a notification. I just noticed it. Like,
You're gonna get the
right?
email tomorrow.
I'll get the email
So
tomorrow.
that's
Isn't
happened
that
to
funny?
me. It's like
Yeah,
tomorrow or 2 days later. One time I was like, "What?" LinkedIn Live. I messaged all my
yeah,
friends. I was like, "Oh my god, what? I got it." But yeah, and then 2 days later, the email came.
yeah. But it looks like I got a question here.
Yeah, let's go.
From Spencer? What does your audience find more engaging, a solo, live, or a two-person conversation? What does that mean? Like a solo, like
So
a
you could just go live yourself without
oh
having
oh
guests.
oh. So yeah, this is a question for you, Junaid. Like,
Yeah,
have you done a live without like any guests?
I have because you know what happened. Uh, Yesterday I didn't know what was happening with you, so I was ready to go solo.
Oh,
But no, it happens. Don't worry. But there are some times where it's like nobody shows, or like my guest, something happens last minute. I
yeah.
would say solo, you need preparation, because then it's like you don't like. Then it's just you rambling your thought. So what I do if I go
Hmm.
solo, I try to have like a topic, and then have the audience, or I would have like a list of questions that I would want to answer if the
Yeah.
audience is not asking, because there's some audiences that are pretty like non-interactive, but you got to be there. You can't just be like, "Hey, I need questions," right?
Yeah, for sure. This is that's actually that's a very good question, Spencer.
Yeah.
I because I'd like to do a couple solo rounds.
Yeah.
I don't always want to like,
No, mix it
have
up.
yeah, so what you're saying there is like prepare more. Cause
Prepare a little more.
yeah,
Yeah, at least
like
have some direction.
I hear like Dre Baldwin. I used to watch his basketball videos in high
Yeah.
school, and I interviewed him a couple of weeks ago. He actually reached out to me, which was like the coolest thing
Oh,
in the
that's
world.
cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. I'm like,
Yeah.
he sent me a video too, like an
Oh,
unlisted
dude.
YouTube video,
Dude, that's
yo,
awesome.
Jordan, like I love what you're doing. Like I gotta
Yeah,
come on
yeah.
your podcast, and I'm like, yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
ask
yeah, let's
you,
go. Let's
but
go.
anyway, he's done over 1,200 podcasts
Wow.
the over every single day for the past like 4 years. Like
That's
he
awesome.
doesn't miss 90 some percent of them are solo episodes, and
Yeah.
they're so prepared. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't, and this is like such a good thing. Like
Yeah.
he does his homework. He throws in references,
Yeah.
real life examples. Never says maybe maybe it gets
Yeah.
edited out, but
Who knows?
I think there is an element of proper preparation
Yeah.
prevents poor performance when
Yeah.
you're doing it solo dolo for sure.
Yeah. But when I have a guest, like, because most of the guests, I know something about them. I have an idea. I'm
Yeah.
interested. And the thing is, I'm interested in them, in what they do, and just kind of. And then the thing is, once you have a conversation, it always derails. It goes to something
Yeah,
else. And
which is the
that's
beauty of the
it.
conversation. But now I just think about this here. I'm thinking about it like math now.
Yeah.
The less or the more guests you have, the more people you have in the conversation,
Yeah.
the less you have to prepare. It's like
Yeah. It is.
diminishing. I think
Yeah.
it goes so like you got to prepare 100% when it's only you,
Yeah.
and then then you can prepare like half as much when there's
Yeah.
another person, when there's two people, and then 25%,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
less, and then less
Yeah.
and
It's just
less.
a.
I think because I've done a couple of podcasts with like more than one person, three
Yeah.
people. I've never done
Oh,
four, but
okay.
I've done three a couple of times, and those are like pretty darn easy, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. But
Yeah.
just like you ask a question, they answer it each in their different way. One person has a thought, one person
Yeah.
has something to add.
I think someone
And
asked you a question.
yeah,
Let's
what
let
is, I think the most I've
Yeah,
ever had was four. Because
the most guests you had at a time.
I
Okay,
think
yeah.
StreamYard, the most you can have is six on at one time, including yourself. But honestly, after that, it just gets crowded.
Mm, yeah, I want to try. I'm doing my next panel discussion. It's going to be on it's on the podcast
Yeah,
with Chase Hughes and
yeah,
Mark Bowden,
yeah,
two
yeah,
human behavior and body language
yeah,
experts.
yeah,
My friends. I'm really excited for that one.
yeah,
But I might want to get in because I don't do them often.
yeah,
But maybe I want to get in a little more practice. Maybe I want to try to experiment
Yeah.
like a round table discussion with like 4 or 5 people. I know you said it might get a little hectic, but
Yeah, yeah. No, you could
I
do
want
it.
to I
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
try
do
it.
it. Do it.
I think like in person it would be a little less. I think it might be easier in person. I feel
It
like
is.
on live it's like
Because you lose the
it's
body dynamics, like
yeah,
then you
yeah,
know who's speaking when they're about to be done.
for
Because you lose
sure.
the bottom half of my body, right? You know my shoulders and stuff, but then you don't know my
Right.
foot. All these subtle things in multi-level conversation.
Right. Whereas, like, when you're in person, you can kind of
Yeah,
it's easier to tell when some like, you can pick up on the cues
yeah,
much
yeah,
more. The body language cues
yeah, yeah.
is what you're saying.
Oh,
So
I'm
like,
just gonna ask for one thing.
yeah.
If you get Rachel Starr on your live, I want to be a guest.
Oh, I'll do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Just don't tell my
That's actually
don't tell my girlfriend.
that's what we'll do.
Don't tell my girlfriend. I'll get in trouble. But that's yeah. So that's the one
I
I want to.
didn't
Yeah,
even I
yeah.
didn't even know you had a girlfriend, buddy.
10 years. 10 years.
What? I
Yeah.
hold on, time.
Yeah.
What? Hold on. I consider you a good friend.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I've known you for I mean I haven't known you for years,
Yeah.
but how long have I known
It's
you?
six
Like,
months.
like
March.
7 months,
Yeah,
something?
6, 7 months.
Yeah, actually 8. That's 8.
Yeah, yeah.
So and this is the first I'm hearing of that. So what? You guys met in like high school?
High school prom.
At
I work.
prom. Wow.
I worked my magic during prom.
So what did you do? You asked her to the prom?
Yeah, yeah. We were going to prom, and then you had the liquid courage, and
Oh,
things
wait,
things
wait.
come out.
So this is something. Look, I'm naive here.
Yeah,
I was a total loser in high school. I did not experience a single homecoming, not a single prom. I just didn't. I
yeah,
missed out
yeah,
on that
yeah.
part of my life where people. I mean, this
Yeah.
is what I thought. Like people were drinking, like during and before prom. Is that what
No,
it goes
so
on?
no, it was after party. So
Oh,
I don't drink. So that's probably like one of
uh,
the 3 or 4 times I ever drank in my life.
no way, man.
Right? Yeah,
So
I don't drink.
was that like the first?
Nah, that was like the second. Second. But yeah,
Okay.
I think other than that, I never now it's kind of weird. Like high school kids are like at 15, they're getting wasted every week. I find that kind of weird. But before that, it was like no, it was just after party and that's it. Other than that, I think it was like one time I had like a sip or 1 or 2 times after I had a sip. But it's just never
Why
been
though?
for me.
Like, why did we stop? Why?
The thing is, when I drank, it just I'm a happier person. And the thing is, I'm already pretty happy. So what's the point of me drinking to get happier? Right?
Well,
It doesn't solve any of my problem. I don't.
Well, don't
Right?
you find that afterwards? I mean, there may be like, okay, so
Yeah.
I'm cruising along. This is my baseline happiness. I stray maybe a little bit every now
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then, but then when I drink for 30 minutes, it's like that. If I keep drinking, maybe it'll go up a little more. Maybe it'll,
Yeah.
but it'll go up a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
But don't you find that a couple hours later, after you stop drinking, and even the next day, like it goes way, you go way beneath your
See,
baseline.
I haven't done it.
I get depressed.
Yeah. I haven't done it enough
Yeah.
to even answer that question because it's like so long ago. And then maybe I would. I don't
Yeah.
remember it.
You know
I don't
what?
remember.
For me, because the first few times I drank, I remember like that was never a thing. I never like I was not depressed the next day and
Yeah.
sad
Yeah.
the next day. I think now what happens over the years is that I did it. It happened a couple of times where I had like a really
Yeah.
tough next day. Not even like
Yeah.
physically, like
Yeah.
physical feeling,
Yeah.
but like
Yeah.
a mental feeling.
Yeah.
Just like the automatic negative thoughts that just like flood in.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think it's now like a head game. It's a mental game
Yeah,
where
no,
like
it is.
I psych myself out. And I'll say it's ironic we're talking about this because tonight I'm actually going out with a friend
Yeah.
to this place called Hampton Social.
Nice.
Not like a fancy
Yeah, yeah.
place, like for a dinner, not like not a club. I would never do
Yeah, yeah.
that. But I'm gonna have
Yeah. Drink.
I'm gonna have a couple drinks tonight. Maybe
Yeah.
2 or 3. It'll be my limit.
Yeah.
But I usually like. I hope I'm fine.
Yeah.
I think
No,
2 or
you'll be
3,
fine.
2 or 3. I should. If
Yeah.
if I exceed that, it gets
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, for dude, you're at 84. The highest I've hit was 85.
Okay, well, what's crazy here is like I'm looking. I see that, but
Yeah.
in the top left of my dashboard, my stream right here,
StreamYard doesn't tell you.
it says 2.
Yeah, no.
But you see all the people
Yeah, yeah,
commenting and
all the people commenting and stuff.
yeah.
So yeah, David
Let's take a
also
look
says-
at these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
James Perry. I shipped him a
James,
shirt.
yeah.
I shipped him a No Degree shirt.
Yeah.
The one I
We
gave
talked
you?
about that yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah. What's up, Anthony?
Good to have James back in the building. He was here for our live
Yeah.
stream yesterday on yours. Spencer, what did he say? Considering you can always film a vlog, edit it, and then upload it, what types of content do you guys think going live or in that moment will be best or most differentiating from typical video? What types of content do you guys think going live will be best or most differentiating from typical video? I just think, I don't know. I just think the fact that it is in the moment
Yeah.
is is the differentiating
Yeah.
thing. And it's obviously like, it's less, I think sometimes editing can take away from
Yeah.
like people see these highly edited videos now
Yeah.
and they almost like associate it with a commercial like
Yeah.
and they kind of tune it out or like
Yeah.
or an ad. I think, and this is why I love selfie videos and now
Yeah.
live videos, unedited live videos, unedited selfie videos that I just post, because there's no like they're so real.
Yeah.
I just feel that people are more apt to pay attention to that. What do you
Yeah.
think?
No, you know what I think it is? It is you have to figure out what works for you,
Hmm.
right? So if you looked at that, how to do LinkedIn Live, I broke all the rules on that LinkedIn Live articles. It was like, oh, prepare,
No way.
consistency, have all this stuff, have this. And I was like, I don't do any of that. Like I'm doing it in my bedroom. You see my boxes all over the place.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, people want to see you. They want to see the value you bring, and they want to be interacted with, and they want to talk to you. Like how James was like, "Yeah, man, thanks for shouting me out on the live," and I was like, "Look, that's what I do. If I see a comment from someone I know, I'm gonna shout it out." So it's like, you
Yeah.
got. And look, for some people, I talked to someone else who does live, Cher Jones, and she was
Yeah, I
like,
connected with her yesterday. Yeah,
Yeah,
after our
she-
live, I think she
and
pre-ordered my book. Yeah.
yeah. So she mentioned how she has to prepare. It's different because like a woman typically has to wear makeup. It's just different, right? Sometimes they're like every video you've seen, they're like I could go live. I just need to brush my teeth. That's it, right? I don't need anything else, right? Whereas a woman, they sort of have to. You see it in their videos.
Yeah,
like I
yeah.
talked to a lot of females, and they were like, "Hey, now I can't just do a random video. I got my hair. Got to do, So it's like I
But
understand.
it varies though.
Yeah.
Like for different women. Like some really don't care. But like
Yeah.
my friend that I'm going out with tonight, Megan, she
Yeah.
like she spends an
Yeah.
hour and a half getting
my
ready. Like
God.
every time she gets ready. This is
Oh my
every
God.
day, once or twice per day, and it's like wild, man.
Yeah. That's wild.
We're out and about at lunch in like Delray. We were in Delray visiting her boyfriend that lives who's my best friend Patrick.
Yeah,
That's why I
nice,
know her.
nice.
And visiting, we were visiting Patrick and my grandparents that live over there as well.
Yeah.
And like we're out at lunch and she got ready all
Yeah.
before lunch and we got dinner plans and she's like, I gotta go get ready. I gotta and it's like an hour and a half. I'm like, Megan,
Yeah.
this is a lot. Like
This is a lot.
this is
So my girl,
like the amount of your life you spend getting ready is crazy. Now,
Yeah, think about
I
it.
get it because in
Yeah.
high school, I would get up at 6 a.m. and from 6 to 7 a.m. I was
Yeah.
getting ready.
Yeah.
Every morning I woke up so early just to get ready.
Yeah.
Like I still blow dry my hair, but I
Yeah.
would blow dry my hair. I would like I don't even know what I did.
yeah.
I
It's just a
cared way too
routine.
much.
It's just
It was
routine, right?
Yeah, it was unnecessary. Now, like today, it takes 5 minutes to get ready, and I feel like I do all the same. I don't even know what it is.
I gotta
I
start
would
blow
love to know
drying.
what took an hour.
No, you're right. You probably never know. But I gotta start blow drying mine. I want to start blow drying here and there.
Well-
'Cause you could get like
well,
nice style. Because I want to get it like mine is always like a mess and stuff.
Well, look, I need a haircut right now, so it's like it
Yeah,
doesn't
I
look
need
the
it.
greatest, but it gets you see the volume here.
Yeah, I gotta get the volume.
I got this circle brush. I wish I had it right here.
Yeah.
I got this circle brush and I curl my hair in the circle brush while blow drying it. So I blow it
Yeah.
up there.
I gotta do that.
and I do it all around
Yeah.
so yeah, it just gets that volume, man. I think I can't go out without blow drying my hair. That's a
Yeah.
fact.
Okay.
And
No,
then
I mean-
probably no one knew about
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. No, so I shaved today, but not
Oh,
for
yeah,
your
yeah.
video. You know what happened? So I have an event after, right? So I was like, I have some time right now because I gotta
Yeah.
like wear a suit and stuff. And then I was like, all right, I this is like I could get clients and stuff. I was like, I gotta shave. So I was like, all right, I won't have enough time after video, so I was like, I gotta quit. And I was like, I can't shave during the video. I was considering it, but I was like, nah, that's not gonna work out.
Yeah.
And then yeah, you know, it's like different people gotta. But I think everybody has to figure out like what they're comfortable with and be able to present a loose version of themselves. I think,
Ah.
but just be loose. I think.
Oh, a loose
that-
version of
A
yourself.
loose version, because you
Be
know,
able
like
to
a
present that.
podcast is like a perfected version where it's like that, and
It's very
but you can't be that all the time, right? It's just not possible. And same thing, you're gonna see, and you know, one of the fact that I love about live is very few people can compete with me in that aspect. Is that someone who does their videos edited? When you see them, it's a little different because you always see this edited version that's cut up and chopped up. And the fact is, it's hard to be that version. Whereas like me, when they meet me, they've seen me, right?
For
It's
sure.
me. So it's like it helps me because this is the brand I want to portray. This is unfortunately it's just myself. So it's like when I meet people, they know me, they understand what I'm about, and that's kind of like what I want to portray. Everybody has a different thing, but you're gonna see that a lot of the big people, they don't
Yeah.
go live, right? It's sort of like the medium size,
Ooh.
right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I do feel though that video, an element of video in general,
Yeah.
of selfie video of you on camera, is
Yeah.
that it enables people to essentially meet you.
Yeah.
When I made my first selfie video in April of 2019, because
Yeah.
my great friend Heather Monahan forced me to do it, forced me
She
to
was
do
on
it.
Gary V's podcast.
Yeah,
That's
she,
the
I,
best thing.
yeah, I heard that this week. It was a good
Yeah.
episode. Gary Vee's just an interesting character. I
Yeah.
laugh.
I-
I laugh at his like, of just him, like, but
Yeah.
like in a good, you know,
In
like,
a good way. Yeah.
I just laugh at how both.
Yeah. He doesn't
But-
give a. Oh, apparently you're not supposed to. You have to be professional on live. So I don't. I
really?
don't curse. Someone said like
No
I don't.
way.
So I don't curse. I try
Okay.
to avoid it. And you know, just
Huh.
because sometimes like algorithms stuff. Who knows, right? I'm pretty sure they can. Right.
I did hear that, like, I was learning YouTube from somebody the other day. Like, if you title your video something and the actual video has nothing to do with it, YouTube
Yeah.
will know, because
Yeah,
they
yeah, yeah.
literally know whether you
Yeah.
want transcriptions or not. They literally,
Yeah.
the algorithm transcribes it for you just so they know the content of the video.
Yeah.
So like, don't be
they have a-
lying on YouTube.
Yeah. No, because you search on YouTube for some things. It's like this video, and it's like this guy just talking about the video. It's like I want to see the video. I don't want to see
Yeah.
this guy talking 20 minutes about this 2-minute video that I want to see.
For sure. But like, so what I was saying, Heather, she forced me to do video, and when I was scared for 2.5 years. I
Yeah.
knew it was something I had to do. And
Yeah.
for 2.5 years I thought about it every single day. Every
Yeah.
single day I thought about it. I felt so guilty.
Yeah.
And I did it, and I felt like I finally introduced myself
Yeah.
to those who followed me and are connected with me, and it just changed things in that Heather told me that when she started doing video, she had a similar fear, and
Yeah.
when she started doing it, her profile views multiplied by 5.
Wow.
And I said, yeah, whatever.
It
And I
did.
write about this in my new book, shameless plug here. Hold on, time out.
Yeah.
The podcast playbook is a #1 new release. Well, it was still a #1 new release yesterday. I hope it's still a one now, but it's been for a week.
Dude, I love
Um,
that thing over the playbook, the gray bar, like the sound,
Where?
the waves, the audio waves. Is it the
No,
audio
no,
waves?
it says not for resale because it's
Oh.
a proof copy.
Oh, but it looked like from my angle, it looked like like the sound, the
No,
gray
no,
sound.
no.
Okay.
Ignore that bar. But Heather said that, you know, her profile views multiplied by 5. I said, yeah, whatever. Like, okay, I'll believe it when I see it. And sure enough, my profile views went from 3,000 in the last 90 days to 15,000 in the past 90 days in a matter of a month and a half.
Wow.
Now, I stopped
Yeah.
doing video. I was doing it like 4 or 5 times a week.
Yeah.
I've been doing it once a week for the past
Yeah.
2 months maybe. And what's happened is that now my profile views in the last 90 days on LinkedIn are at 11,335.
Mm.
We see what happens. And I guarantee that if I were to start doing it 3-4 times a week again,
Yeah.
my profile views would go up. And I just think that LinkedIn Live, the
LinkedIn
live
Live shoots
feature,
it up.
really amplifies it. I feel
It
like people are
amplifies it
meeting
so
you again on a whole new level.
Yeah.
Because look, when I've done the lives with you on your live show, I get a nice little burst of of profile views like every single minute. You know, like
Interesting.
you know, like
Yeah.
it's like 36 minutes ago, 35, 34, 30.
Yeah.
You know, like it's very noticeable.
Yeah,
So,
it shoots up my
I think
profile.
I think it's very powerful.
Yeah, so I do know someone who doesn't go on video who has 35,000 profile views, 90 days. But he
I would love
kills
to
it.
see the
He's
content.
yeah,
It's probably written content maybe, or
written. I'll share it with you, but yeah, he's good at what he does, and it
yeah.
works. But yeah, he's a good friend of mine. He's been, I think his last few posts have been between 100K to 250K. So like,
Nice,
yeah,
man.
yeah, you just hit the the right type of post can definitely
Yeah.
hit that.
I will say though, written posts for some reason, and I got to start doing them more.
Yeah,
I love them for that reason. They
yeah,
just rack up the views and
yeah.
engagement. I don't know what it is,
I
but
think
like
also because a lot of people are at work. They're browsing
uh
while at work and they're scrolling down, or sometimes it's like I have to be in the mood for a video. Oh, but like the thing is, it's also like if I know the person, like I'll watch your videos, right? Because
yeah.
it's you. But if it's someone like I'm not at, that I don't love, maybe I may like them. If I'm not in the mood
Yeah.
for a video, like I'm in the middle of something, I'll just quickly scroll down.
So this is something I'm really curious about. I want people to answer this in the comments here. Okay?
Yeah,
Because I so rarely like watch a video or even turn the sound on. Like,
yeah,
how
yeah.
many times per day would you estimate, people watching this, how many times per day would you estimate that you watch more than 10 seconds of a video on LinkedIn with the sound on?
Mm.
Like, seriously, because I post these videos, they get a lot of views, it looks real nice, and it makes you feel good. But I think they're all vanity metrics, and people think Andrew Helms had an amazing video today about like, clowning people who think they're like LinkedIn famous. It was
Yeah,
it was just amazing. Go
yeah,
to
yeah,
Andrew Helms. Go to his profile and
yeah.
check out this video of his. It was hilarious. I was
I
cracking
gotta
up,
check it out.
and like I'm gonna watch it again later today. It was just that good. And but people see these numbers and they think they're like hashtag LinkedIn famous, and I'm sitting here like
Yeah,
I don't think anyone's actually like watching. Like
yeah.
I don't think
Because the
I
thing
don't think
is,
anyone gives a crap.
I think Facebook, one of them got hit with like fake video views or
Yeah, it's
overinflated video.
Facebook.
Facebook,
It's
inflated
it's a
video
it's
views.
a complete lie,
Yeah,
and I think LinkedIn's doing the same thing. I think
yeah,
these
because it's
video
like,
views are
what is
completely
three?
inflated. Eh, and
Because
I've
you need
seen
10-second views.
yes,
Like three. What is 3 seconds? You scroll down and you see my mouth move, and you're like, screw this guy, and you go to the next post. That's a vid.
right, and that's a view exactly. And I think too that I went back in my LinkedIn post the other day because I was looking
Yeah,
for these two posts for this TED talk I might be
yeah.
giving. They like my one topic on
Okay.
making decisions without hesitation, but they might also want me to
Ooh,
speak about my views on education, which would
ooh,
be
I
my
like that.
dream. That'd be my dream talk.
Okay.
It seems a little out there for TED, but
No, you got to
because
push the boundaries.
they don't really like to do that. They don't like to
Yeah,
get
yeah,
controversial, but it seems
yeah,
from
yeah.
my
They like to
perspective.
be
But
like nice, controversial.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. But I'm going back on my profile like 7 months back to like find
yeah,
this
yeah,
content, yeah, and so I could send the link to the curation team. And I see, these videos that I know for a fact had like 6,000 views. All of
yeah,
a
yeah,
sudden it says like 1,800, two
yeah,
thousand,
yeah.
and this was, and I'm like, oh, we're calling an audible here. Like this is not
Yeah,
cool. Like,
yeah, yeah,
like whoa, what? So what is it then? How many
yeah,
views?
yeah. What's the views?
And I've caught this before too. Like this is not a one-time thing. It's
Yeah.
a little weird to me. A little
No,
weird.
no. So that's why it's like LinkedIn at least needs something like a 15-second view because Facebook has like the
Mm,
90 all the percentages. Like I want to know that, like,
yeah.
right? Because 3 and 10 is such a big difference.
What I love that Facebook does, and who knows how accurate this is
Yeah,
too,
yeah,
but through plays on your
yeah,
video.
yeah, yeah,
Granted, they only do it when you pay for an
yeah,
ad,
yeah.
but
Oh,
you
okay.
see like a through play. Oh, I got 784 through plays on this. I got 3,000 on this
Yeah,
on
yeah,
through plays on this ad.
yeah, yeah,
And what a through play is, a lot of people probably know, but for the people that don't, I'll say it. It's a 15-second video view or 15 seconds or full video view. That's what
yeah.
constitutes as a through play. I would love to see LinkedIn in the analytics here.
Mm.
Like how many through plays, how many turned on the sound. And I think that they know that
Of
because
course they know.
on my company page, when I post videos there all the time on the Growth Mindset University company page, I'll post videos and they know
Yeah,
exactly how many people clicked
yeah,
the
yeah,
video, how many people did this, that, the other
yeah.
thing.
Because the companies pay a lot for ads. because I was
They do.
reading
Yeah.
that.
Well, they even do those analytics without ads, by the
Yeah,
way.
yeah, but they want to. It's incentivized for
Yeah.
they want companies to be like, oh yeah, ads, you're getting this. Because I know I was reading about someone was saying that in order for you to be profitable on LinkedIn ads, because this is a totally different demographic that you're chasing after, is you have to spend between 3 to 5K
Yeah. It's
per
a little weird.
customer,
Yeah.
and but your lifetime value for the customers are like 15,000 because these are bigger deals, these are bigger clients, and someone like Tony Robbins who gets like a coaching client, for him LinkedIn ads would probably work, right?
Yeah. I can't say I've ever clicked on a LinkedIn ad.
No, never. I just skip it over.
I would love.
Sometimes I'll like a post and I'll unlike it because it's sponsored.
Yeah. Yeah. I would if you have ever clicked on a LinkedIn ad, let us know in the comments.
Yeah,
I
hold
feel
up.
like those are as rare as like dinosaurs. I don't know.
No, you know what? The LinkedIn ads, honestly, my brain skips over them because I was like, I don't see LinkedIn ad, but honestly, my
They're not
brain
relevant.
my brain skips over them, and it's like I don't see a person tied to them because companies just don't do well on LinkedIn. Like I want to follow
No.
Jordan. I don't want to follow like some random company that does something else. Like I want to follow stories, right? And people remember stories. Companies don't really
Well,
have stories.
yeah, we want to follow people, yeah, but we also want to follow nodegree.com, that company page. We also want to follow Growth Mindset University, that company page. Those are good company pages to
Yeah,
follow
yeah,
for
those
sure.
are
I think
good.
there's good content coming out on there.
So and I'm gonna go your route where it's kind of because my feed has different things, but I kind of
Mm.
wanted like, hey, here's my first podcast episode guest. Here's more like company updates if you wanted to follow that. That's kind of what I wanted to do.
Yeah, I've been doing it. I don't know if you see. I don't know how much you see
I
the.
see.
You
I
see
like
Growth
all
Mindset
your
University popping
I
up.
I see it pop up, or I go when it
Okay.
pops up. I also go and make sure I like all the posts.
Oh, good.
Yeah, dude.
I love this guy. I love
I've
this
been
this freaking
consistent.
guy, man. But what I've been doing with the company page, which is now above 2,100
Dude, that's
followers, I
good
think.
because I remember you were at
Yeah.
300, then you got it to 700, and now
Let's
you're
just
at
let me just put it to you this way. In April, I was at 14 company page
wow.
followers. Okay,
That's
so like, and I had a video where I explained how to
yeah.
do it.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
there
I
was a
remember
period of
that.
time where where I mentioned like the first comment would always be follow and
Yeah, yeah.
subscribe to at Growth Mindset
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
University, um, and then so that you can learn the lessons we should have learned in school but didn't, so that
Yeah.
we can succeed in the progressive new age of business and life. Uh, and I just did that every single post, and I would like my own comment. I would like it with
Yeah, yeah.
my, and then I would like it with all my company pages
Yeah,
too, that
yeah.
comment. And so I'd boost it to the top, and it would get 10 to 20 likes. That
Yeah.
comment would get 10 to 20 likes every single post.
Nice.
And so, like, slowly but surely, I started building this company page following, which has been cool.
Yeah.
But the strategy, I've been using it to like resurrect old podcast episodes. Like
Mm.
you know the audiogram videos that we do
Yeah, yeah.
that my team does for me via
Headliner.app.
and so we take those, we take the quote cards from old episodes, and we post them. So like
Yeah.
so what I post on my personal page is like a month, at least a month
Yeah.
behind my personal page.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
That makes sense.
and
I
I
think
do it
that's a
and I
good
do it every day, and it's been
yeah.
like because I have such a great like big
Yeah.
archive of content.
Yeah.
And it's been good. I like doing that. I think it's very effective.
Yeah, no. I think 100%.
I think it's a
No.
credibility thing too.
So
When for
yeah.
the podcast to have over 2,000 followers on the company page on
No, of course.
LinkedIn.
Yeah,
Link
on
like
LinkedIn. That's hard.
what does that
That's tough.
mean? What does that mean for its following on the other platforms?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, of course, of course.
Yeah.
No, look, I want to say thank you for I'm your first guest. So I was
I
like,
know, I
that's
know, I know you got to. I know you got a jet, right?
no, no, not. I still have time. I'm gonna go down to the last minute, and I'm gonna put on
Yeah,
that
yeah.
suit so fast.
So let's talk about so that post that I put up promoting you
Yeah,
this past week.
I
was
got a
like,
lot of.
great.
I got a spike in views. I got a lot new connections, and some of them messaged me.
Yeah. So I said agree or disagree.
Dude, I wrote
col-
paragraphs. I
Yeah.
don't like
Everyone.
writing, but I wrote paragraphs on that post, like 4
Yeah.
pages.
For the people that did not catch that post, I said agree or disagree. A college degree is required to be successful. And then I went on to, add a few more lines and
Yeah.
throw in, but in the text there, I was relatively, I tried to be unbiased.
Yeah, no, you were
even
pretty.
even though I clearly am.
Yeah.
I
But
obviously
I wouldn't say
think
you're biased. You're just being honest.
I'm
'cause
just being honest. Yeah,
yeah, you're being honest. You're being upfront.
But
Because no,
yeah,
go
yeah.
ahead.
Sorry, no. I've been
No, go
interrupting
ahead.
too much, man.
No, no. See, live show, it's okay. You know, this isn't a podcast. But you go ahead. Don't worry. I have it in my mind.
Okay. What was I didn't forget what I was going to say, but
No, but you were saying how you had whatever. You were pretty unbiased in
oh yeah.
the.
So it struck up a ton of like discussion. Like
Yeah.
the engagement was like cool. Like I've gotten that
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
You know, it had like I think it had like 400 likes and 300
yeah.
some comments.
But the comments were long,
The comments were
and 50 of them were probably me.
it was like it was as if like I you would think I
Yeah.
posted
Yeah.
I was like a professor posting, "Hey, can you write me a 5-paragraph essay
Yeah, yeah.
based on this rubric here and tell me what you think about this topic?" You would think that we did
Yeah.
that, but
No,
wasn't the case. That's why I love talking about that. It always
No,
brings up
it does.
discussion.
and it's
So
it,
even like this, I don't know if you're Scott Galloway.
I know Scott. Oh, dude, I saw him. I saw him do a podcast in person. He is one of the most eloquent. This
Yes.
dude is so sharp.
So-
Oh my god.
You're gonna love what I'm about to tell you. You ready
Yeah.
for this?
Yeah.
He weighed in on the discussion. I'll show you his comment. He
Dude.
commented a paragraph. He was one
Oh,
of the people
you
that
know, I
did it.
spoke to him, right? I told him about my company, and he was like,
Oh,
yeah,
it's
that's cool.
amazing.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's probably why he commented. Yeah.
yeah.
But it was he must clearly remember you. But I was because a friend of mine, David Riggs, he was
I
mentioning.
know David Riggs.
Yeah. He's a good guy. He was mentioning to me the other day, Scott Galloway. We were texting. He's
Yeah.
telling me I should check out his stuff, and I know Scott Galloway. I have not really consumed his stuff too
Yeah,
much. Maybe I should interview him.
Dude,
We'll see.
Dude,
But
he's one of the sharpest. Like, dude, this guy,
yeah,
he's so witty.
Mm.
Like, you're a good public speaker. I'm a good public speaker, and I know good public speakers. But this guy, his ability to like pull things out and reference things
Yeah.
and know how to mash the perfect words together, it's just like you have to respect it. You can't like
yeah. I think he's been on Outtouchers podcast. I could be wrong,
Yeah.
but I'll have to listen to that.
Yeah.
'cause that's my favorite podcast.
yeah. He's good. Altitude is so good.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to learn a little bit more about it. But I thought it was very cool that he weighed in
Yeah.
on the discussion.
Yeah.
But it's something, man, that everyone has an opinion about, degree or no degree.
Yeah.
Is education, is formal education a huge scam or not? Like, and look, I said that now, and so many people were probably just like, "What the hell is this guy talking about?" Like,
Well, you
you
got
know,
one
it
comment,
riles
it
up those
says-
emotions. And I don't even care. Like,
So David Alto, he was the fourth guest
Yeah.
on my podcast. He said no degree for this guy, and I think I turned out okay.
yeah, awesome, man.
Yeah, and
The
you know it's
Kelvin,
interesting.
what does he say? There is still parents that still faithfully believe in a college education is the way to be successful. Look, you know, there are the numbers, you know, the data that says like, oh, if you have a college
Yeah.
degree, you're more, you know,
Dude, you know, I'm
maybe
gonna-
your
I'm
income's
gonna
be a
write
little higher,
like
which
a-
it makes sense.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
write
sorry.
I'm gonna write like a think of like a PhD dissertation breaking that down. And you know what I'm gonna title it?
Please do.
So you know, honestly, to create that content, I'm gonna do I'm gonna spend like 5 to 10K because I'm gonna use
Yeah.
a company to do infographic. I'm gonna do like such deep research because I can speak 8 hours on that topic.
Mm.
Because what a lot of people and I'll just look, they say like
Yeah,
go ahead.
you got to dig in beyond
Yeah.
the surface with that.
Yeah,
because
you gotta dig beyond the
because
surface.
number one, it's not the only way, and number two, I think let's think about it this way:
Yeah.
if you get a degree and you stay within that realm of opportunity, the
Yeah.
opportunity that getting a degree
Yeah.
affords you, I feel like your baseline,
Yes.
I feel like your floor potential is
Yeah.
definitely a little bit higher, but I feel like your ceiling is a little bit lower. If
Yeah.
you're an entrepreneur, if you don't give a damn about the degree, like I don't
Yeah.
care, like the way I do. I feel like your floor is super low. Like it's,
Yeah, it
it's
is.
obviously like lower than low. Your
Yeah.
floor is homelessness, but the ceiling is
Yeah. It's a different ceiling.
obviously so much higher.
Yeah, and then the other factor is that they say the average person with a college degree earns over $1 million. And I was an actuary, so I have a master's.
No, that's
in
not.
this
No.
And then-
Average person with a college degree earns over $1 million. No,
over
no.
a lifetime. Over
Oh,
a lifetime. Like,
okay.
like they earn whatever,
That's
maybe
good.
20,000. Yeah,
Sure.
no. Yeah, definitely not true. $1 million.
Which,
But
by the way, is over a
yeah,
lifetime is nada.
yeah, not a lot. And then the other fact is that there's so much that goes into it. So I was an actuary, I did statistics, numbers. You have to look at correlations and causations. And the fact is, even going to college means like 80% of people who go to college already come from privileged backgrounds, right? So even if they didn't go to college, they would be well off, right? And then it's like, are you an average person? The average person is 51% female. And I don't think there's anybody that's 51% female, right? So you have to think like, how much does the average male earn? How much does the average female earn?
Yeah.
How much? What age do you go to college? What do you major in? Which
Yeah.
college do you go to? Because it's like, yeah, if you go to some BS online school, you're not hitting that. You go to Harvard, you're hitting that. So it's like these statistics that are so general.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like the thing is, what you are. You know what race you are. You know everything about you. You know a whole bunch of things. And then you see what is it for your demographic, for your skill set, your majors, and then make the educated decision.
Yeah, look, it's not black or white.
Yeah, it's not black or white.
It's not like
It's like-
one, like this one study proves like everything about my point. Like, I threw some statistics in my post about education today. Like, it's not the end all be all.
Yeah.
I think it involves a lot of critical thinking. A little bit of
you have
critical
to think.
thinking here. And what's ironic about college is that it seems that critical thinking used to be taught in colleges.
Yes.
Now they're critical of thinking.
Yeah, they are.
They talk, these sociology professors, which are really just Marxists. They like to scream about wealth inequality from the mountaintop and indoctrinate these students. And dude, I'm in this sociology class right now. Yeah. I've been in sociology classes before. It's the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
It's all about this unjust inequality, which I think is they're vilifying.
Yeah.
The successful people who earned their successes.
Yeah.
I call for like a disbandment of universities for this very reason. Like, this is terrible. This is a disaster. I hate it. Like, they're more focused on indoctrinating these young kids into their ideologies as opposed to like real relevant learning, like learning that's relevant in 2019. Like, we're not learning anything.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like they're these cookie cutter courses. It's just the stupid. I can go on about that.
Yeah.
As I have gone on about that.
We'll do many more episodes.
It's a disaster.
Yeah, no, like I tell people, it's like any decision, whether you're starting a business, whether who you're choosing as a partner, what you're doing, you got to think. You can't just say, hey, oh yeah, the average person, needs to do this. The average job needs to do this. It's like the average person needs to go to the club every Friday night. Meanwhile, you may hate it. You may not like that. The average person needs to read 10 books. It's like you got to figure out what's right for you. You got to figure out what you're, and then you tell a dyslexic person that you got to read 20 books a year. It's like, it's different.
Yeah.
Because I knew a girl who was dyslexic and she made it through law school, but it was so much harder, for her to go through and the same effort. Maybe, she did it for other reasons, but, everybody has different strengths and weaknesses, and to tell everyone to just go down this route and not really have them think about it. And you're gonna like this, so I'm gonna have her on my podcast. But she went to NYU and she dropped out. But she's doing very well for herself. She works for a photo studio. Her video editing skills are phenomenal.
Oh, amazing!
Right, amazing.
Yeah.
And then her mother was at some conference, and she was sitting next to the president of NYU. And then she mentioned how her daughter went to NYU, but he dropped out. He's like, well, your daughter has to come back if she wants to make anything of herself. And she was like, oh, excuse me? Like, my daughter's actually doing like pretty well. And she's like, oh, well, I guess they're the Mark Zuckerberg. He was just like so dismissive.
So
it was just like, even if I had, like, let's say a hand car wash shop, right? Where it's meant for like high-end cars. I wouldn't tell someone with like a 1996 beat up car to go there. That's not meant for them. It's just like, not that they're beat up. I'm just giving an analogy that you got to figure out what's right for you. And NYU is freaking expensive. It's like $70K, $50 to $70K a year. It's like, dude, I don't know. I couldn't stomach that.
So hold on, NYU. NYU tuition 49. Hold on, 49,062,
Your
forty-nine
wallet's
thousand
gonna get lighter,
dollars.
lighter
So
just
let's
googling that.
do the math here. 49,062 times 4. And this does not even include housing in New
The
York,
housing, dude, it's ridiculous.
which is probably $15,000 a year.
At least,
So we're talking about without that $15,000 a year cost, which would come out to $60,000. We're talking without that
yeah, yeah,
$196,248.
yeah.
This is the kind of that's not being paid for up front. Like that's not being
Yeah.
paid for without loans. It's just not.
It's being paid for.
Am
They
I-
pretty much like suck your blood for the rest of your
yeah,
life,
yeah.
right?
So right. They're gonna it's gonna be paid for. And this is what I said in my post today with James Altucher, because you can't declare bankruptcy
yeah, you
on
can.
this stuff and on student loans and these student loans are being handed out like candy, like Halloween candy, like no
Yeah,
questions asked. Like you want tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars of student loans, you got it, no
yeah.
questions asked. And universities know this, of course,
They
and
know
so they
this, and they're like,
and
they hike it
so they
up.
hike up tuition costs. Yeah. It's and then they've got this propaganda that like you need this to
Yeah,
be
yeah,
successful. You need this piece of paper. You need this piece of paper to be successful.
yeah. It's just
Genius,
it is
genius. And look, I talk about the problems all
yeah.
the time.
You know what I tell people?
Yeah.
So I tell people, so their parents, the moment their kid is born, they're saving up for college, and I tell people that, look, if you tell a business, I've saved 18 years for your product, you think they're gonna be like, oh, that I'm so thankful. They're gonna be like, no, you know what? Save up 20 years for take out a loan for a little. You've told them that I'm willing to do whatever, I'm willing to pay whatever, and they're gonna charge whatever.
You have
They're
no leverage.
businesses.
No
You have no
leverage.
leverage. But the thing is, look, if I knew, so New York State did a good thing. They made all the SUNY, so State University of New York, free, and CUNY too, so City University, all of them free if you made less than 100K. Now what happened is my friend's dad works at a private school. They couldn't give the employees raises because it lowered the amount of people attending, and so now it's like, because they have to be competitive. You have to say like, look, if even if like 30% of people said, I'm just gonna have my kids vacation for a year, tuition would drop overnight, 100%. Because the thing
Yeah.
is, remember, it's not like it cost them. They were fine charging people 5K a year, and they were getting by. They were funding all the buildings, and
Yeah.
you go to university, they're always doing construction, no matter what. They're doing nice construction. Construction's
Yeah,
expensive, and for what?
exactly. Well, what's funding this construction? You go to Florida Gulf Coast University, they're building so much new stuff.
Yeah.
Like they've been building this rec center, this gorgeous new rec center for 4
Yeah.
years. What's it funded by? Our
Yeah, what's
student
it fun-
loans.
yeah, yeah.
They're using our debt to
And
fund
alumni
their
and alumni
construction.
donations. It's like,
What happens here's what happens at graduation. You ready for this? You know what happens at graduation,
yeah.
I'm sure.
yeah,
They're like, especially at Florida Gulf Coast University, this is what I've heard, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna be going through it in
Yeah.
May. For the people that are wondering, I'm at
yeah.
Florida Gulf Coast University by force. My parents forced me to
Yeah,
still
yeah.
stay in school. It's okay. I
You
finish
gotta-
in
you
May.
gotta
It's
take
all
some.
good. But what happens at these graduation ceremonies? It's like a commercial. It's
is
like
commercial.
It's like this 2 hour long, however long commercial where they mention repeatedly, please
Yeah.
make a lasting
impact,
impact,
lasting gift.
a lasting gift to the university. Sign up to give X amount of dollars every year, every month to
Yeah,
the
yeah.
alumni. Like,
come on.
you've no idea. I want to curse on this.
You can do.
Like fuck you. Like
Yeah.
get out of here. Like fuck you. I don't give a damn. Get
No,
out of here. You
it's-
like we need more money from you. We need more.
Yeah. It's like,
Get
it's-
out of here.
I heard something. I heard about someone donating whatever millions of dollars, but he said it had to be used for like something specific, like the library, because he was like, I don't want it to go to the football team. They have their own something like that. And then he donated, and then they somehow funneled the money back. It was like the dude gave you the money for a specific purpose, and you stabbed this guy in the back by not donating it to like what he wanted it for. It's like,
Yeah.
because what are you gonna do? They took your money, like, right? It's sad. But let's
It's
start wrapping up.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
you
yeah,
can
yeah.
still stay on if you
No,
want.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
someone's interviewing me at 4
4.
o'clock, so I want to.
So I think you're ready. You got the boy. You got it. Yeah.
But hey, man, I know you got a new podcast out, the No Degree
Yeah.
podcast. If people search Is there the word
No
it's-
degree.
it's-
No
is it,
degree.
is it the or is it the
The.
No Degree Podcast or No Degree Podcast?
The No Degree podcast, but you
So-
can find it with No Degree. But you know what's funny? Someone else has a podcast called No Degree, and they review movies, which is so
Interesting.
weird. It's so weird. I was like, why, dude? But No Degree.fm. That's the easiest way.
Yeah. No Degree, by the way, is one word if you're looking in like Apple Podcasts or
Yeah, yeah.
Spotify. I guess since this is my first JP Live,
Yeah.
refer to
I like
myself in
it,
the third
JP
person.
Live.
Forgive me.
Yeah.
I guess I'll plug myself too. Growth Mindset University. You guys know the deal.
Yeah.
You guys know the podcast. Relevant to our discussion today is episode 126 with James Altucher, the live interview in New York City with the live audience that we
Yeah.
were talking about. Junaid was in that live audience. We talked about.
You got to do that again, man.
Yeah,
that was like one
we
of the
will.
coolest.
We will.
I'm just commenting on the thread and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
But yeah,
We talked about why formal education is a huge scam for at least half of the 2-hour long episode. So it was a lot of
Yeah.
fun.
dude, you're
worked
at
through the solutions.
155, dude.
Oh, cool.
155. That's-
Vanity. Okay.
Yeah, it's
What's the other thing? Oh, yeah. This is what, guys. the
podcast
number-
playbook.
This is a number one new release. We got to get it. It's not a number one bestseller anymore, but we got to get it back to number one
Yeah.
bestseller. You see, James Altucher, who I was just talking about, there he is. There's his endorsement on the front cover here. Come on,
Yeah, I see it.
help me out.
Well, it's still 99
It's
cents,
on-
right?
It's 99 cents on Amazon.
You gotta get it. If you're launching
The
a podcast,
podcast playbook. If you have a podcast, you're launching a podcast, go get this book.
and
And
no, the other thing I
yeah.
gotta plug is you saved me so much time. So many people say, "Hey, I need to ask you about a podcast." I say, just check out JordanParis.com course, and I never hear from them again, which is good because
I know.
you've answered all their questions.
And look, I send everyone who signs up for that free course
Yeah,
at jordanparis.com/course. I personally I sent a personal
Yeah.
email to
Yeah.
everyone. There was a little hack that Rand
Yeah.
Fishkin, the former CEO of Moz,
Yeah.
discussed. He
That's a good
advised
one.
that I do that. Yeah, and it's been really great. I've been doing that
Yeah.
for months. Like I think I've missed one, and
Yeah,
it was
that happens.
because the person was like in a class with me, and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't want to.
yeah, that's weird. It's like Jordan, what are you doing?
I don't know.
That makes sense.
So, I was- but yeah, and so many people, a lot of people, or at least, I mean, this is like the majority illusion. It's like
Yeah.
it's like a couple people say like, "Oh, I got this course because Junaid,"
Yeah,
but then it seems like everyone, a couple seems like everyone. That's the
Yeah, yeah.
majority illusion.
yeah.
You know, it's like
it is.
it's like
People think I go live every day, and I was like,
yeah,
dude,
yeah,
I only
yeah.
go live
You-
2-3 times a week. But I was like,
you're-
okay, I'll take it.
your friend canceled on you once, and you're
Yeah.
like, "Oh, they cancel on me every time."
Yeah.
That's also the recency bias at play.
Yeah, yeah,
right?
recency.
with that one. Yeah.
Yeah, it happens.
But is there anything else, buddy, before we sign off?
No, dude, buy that book because I haven't
Oh.
read it, but you've, through conversation, through talking to you, you've given me an idea of what the podcast playbook is. So now it's like 110 pages, and it's like I
Yeah.
probably physically talked to you, let's say about 15 to 20 pages. So get it. I have a podcast and I'm getting it. So it's like,
Yeah.
get it. 99 cents.
Cool, man. Listen to the No Degree podcast. Check that out, and we'll see when we go live again. I think on
Rachel
Friday.
Starr. Yo, Rachel Starr.
I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
hit. I'll text Rachel today. I'll ask her about that, and then I think on Friday,
Yeah.
my only friend from high school, Peter,
yeah.
who almost was at the James Altucher interview. I wish you would have met him.
Yeah. I
But
would have. One day.
yeah, he's in the No Degree club for sure.
Oh,
Yeah. But I'm thinking I haven't like spoken to him via phone in a
Yeah.
little while.
What does he
so
do?
I'm thinking, oh well, he's a server.
Okay.
He's my age, but
If he wants to be on
that-
my
which
podcast,
is look the normal thing to do.
Yeah, it's normal. No shame.
at my at our
Yeah.
age, so it's fine. So he's a server, and you can make good money serving, so it's cool.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking I'm gonna catch up with him,
Yeah, catch up with him.
live.
dude, that's so awesome.
Like
That's
yeah,
genius.
he's not active on LinkedIn at
Yeah,
all, but he
yeah.
has
Yeah,
LinkedIn.
yeah.
But
No, for
you go-
serving, you don't get as much value on LinkedIn, right?
yeah,
harder.
yeah, for sure. So I think I'm
Cool.
gonna do that. But
All
hey,
right,
man,
cool.
I'll let you go. I'll let you get to your event. Good luck
Yeah,
with
I
that
gotta
tonight.
go. Gotta suit up and stuff.
Yeah, suit up, man. Look,
Yeah, yeah.
go look fresh. How do I
All
end
right,
this?
so-
End broadcast.
Yeah, and broadcast.
Peace, man.
Peace. I like doing the random ones.